I'm joined now by Mr. Bruck of BMW. Now, there's a lot of talk at the Geneva Motor Show about CO2 emissions and what each car company are doing to help reduce levels. Now, what are BMW doing?
We started 4 years ago with the development of this new generation of 4- and 6-cylinder gasoline engines. They come with a package of new innovative technology, reducing fuel consumption on the gasoline models where they run in for about 19%.
Well, 19%, for those that don't know, is a lot.
19% is really a lot.
Yeah.
And a part of that package is a new injection system. It's called high precision injection. That means we were able to conquer the challenge to put the spark plug and the ignition valve close together at the roof of the combustion chamber. Technically speaking, that's very difficult, and it took us a while to master that challenge. But now we achieved that increased power and at the same time much reduced fuel consumption. No other manufacturer is able to have that technology available for cars that are on a high scale production. Yeah. So we introduced these engines now in the 5 and on the 1 series.
And so in terms of fuel consumption and levels in the 1 series and in the 5 series, they've been reduced quite dramatically.
Yes.
15% and 20%?
On the 1 series gasoline models, it's up to 19% less fuel consumption, and on the 5 series, it's up to 21% less fuel consumption,
which is fantastic. And
which
the
is
diesel
remarkable.
engine, I think. Is this the yes? The
this
diesel
is
engine,
the completely new diesel engine, and here we reduced fuel consumption for 16%, and we increased power output for 12%. And it's the first BMW model with a CO2 emission of 123 grams per kilometer, and it's the engine that you find in the new 118 diesel.
Okay. Well, this is all very impressive, but I have to say there's another car in terms of CO2 emissions here in the BMW stand that has caught my eye.
Right.
Of course, this one, the Hydrogen 7.
The Hydrogen 7, that's our vision of future mobility. The Hydrogen 7 runs completely on hydrogen. That means CO2 emissions of only 5 grams per kilometer, which is basically emission-free.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yes, and it's our vision of future mobility. The first cars go into the market right now, and since we do not have many fuel stations for hydrogen on the world already, you can fuel it here with hydrogen, and also there is a conventional flap for gasoline. The car runs on both fuels, and you have a toggle switch at the steering wheel where you can switch between gasoline and hydrogen.
Right, so internally you can switch from one to the other.
That's right.
But you can run it purely on hydrogen.
Oh, absolutely. That's the idea behind. Well, that's the future.
I mean, it is incredible, isn't it? So, did you know that in Britain we have a congestion charge in London? You're not allowed to drive unless you pay a fine. But with this car, you wouldn't have to pay anything.
No, not 1 cent.
Because you're under the certain level.
That's right, yeah.
So
it's one of the advantages with the car.
As well as helping the environment.
Yeah.
Well, this is fantastic. Now, you say readily available now. We can get this car now.
We start with a small series of 100 cars right now.
Well, that's brilliant. My last question for you is, do you one day hope that all gasoline stations or petrol stations will store hydrogen so you can fill up your car at every station?
Of course, that's the vision, because the big challenge is to do something against global warming, and the final solution is to get rid of carbon-based energy at all. So the future should be completely on hydrogen, yes.
You think that hydrogen is the answer to replacing fuel or petrol rather than electric or any other thing?
Well, you know, when we talk about electricity has to come from somewhere as well, yes? So hydrogen is the energy carrier of the future. Whether you produce electricity with it or whether you power your car with it, that doesn't matter. But hydrogen is the only sustainable solution energy-wise for the world.
Okay, there you go. You heard it here. Thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.